So the indefinite integral, for indefinite integral, if f, this capital letter F and g, are both the antiderivative of f on the interval I, then g of x is equal to f of x plus c for some constant c. In other words, this simply means that if, say, f is the antiderivative of this small letter f for a certain function f, the indefinite integral of f of x with respect to x will be defined by this integral of f of x dx, and it will be equal to this f of x, which is this one, plus c, whereby this c is a constant, or is a constant of integration. So to understand this better, check this integral here. If we have this integral or integration of x to the power n dx, this is also equals to x to the power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1 plus c, where c is the constant, this constant here. So to understand this better, let's do examples so that you can see how well do you solve a question of this nature. Let's say we have a certain integral. Let's integrate x to the power 4 dx. So if we were to integrate this x to the power 4 dx, this is simply means that in this case you can see that this 4, it's more like n here, or it's in the same position with n, if you can see, and this n is this same n that you see it here. So in other words, this can be equals to x to the power 4 because n plus 1, because you can see that 4 is more like n, and n must be added, we must add 1 unto 4, and then once doing that we'll say divide by 4 plus 1, because in this case n is equal to 4 in this case, right? And let's not forget to add a constant c, and this now will be equals to x to the power 5, because x to the power 4 plus 1, 4 plus 1 is 5, that's why we said x to the power 5, and then divide by 5, because 4 plus 1 is 5, and let's also not forget to add a constant c. So that is it. It's like this. So we can also do another example maybe and say let's find the integral of let's say x to the power 7 dx, and let's say we are integrating this. How do we go about integrating this? We'll do it the same way. In this case, you can see that this 7 occupied the position of n. In other words, coming to this side, this right hand side of this equal sign, coming this side, the position of n, we are going to replace n with 7, and then from there we'll find the answer. So this simply means that we are going to copy this x as it is, because we are talking in terms of x, which will be x. Instead of n, we are going to write 7 and say 7 plus 1. 7 plus 1. And then we will divide. Instead of this n here, we'll still write 7 plus 1. Plus 1. This one here. And then let's not forget to put a constant c. And write a constant c. And we can also simplify this equation to 7 plus 1 is 8. This means we will have x to the power 8. We can have x to the power 8 divided by 7 plus 1 is also 8. Alright, divide by 8 plus c, where c is the constant of integration, and then it's like this. So that's how we integrate this question of this nature. So it doesn't matter what number do we have on the power, or it doesn't matter what number n is. Whichever the value may be, we copy it as it is here and add 1 unto it, and then from there we will get to find what will be the answer for that.